Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome back to another on the road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before you begin any repair, unplug the appliance from the wall outlet. It is also recommended that you check for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the gas. To complete this repair, you will need a 1/4 inch nut driver. Today we're working on an Amana gas dryer. Customer's complaint is no heat. We've determined that the high limit cutout is open, so we'll be replacing the high limit cutout and thermostat as they come together in a package. To access this component, you must first remove the rear cover. Now that we have access to the rear of the unit, we're going to remove the rear cover panel and electricals cover, held in by a series of 1/4 inch screws along the outside perimeter of the covers. We'll start with the electrical cover. And you just rotate it out and pull it. Set that aside. One dead center on the lower top, and just keep going along the edge, removing all your screws. Now the way this panel comes off is you want to tip it back past the blower outlet and then pull it up and away. You set that aside. Now with the rear panel removed, we have clear access to the high limit thermostat and cutoff. We're going to remove those and replace them. We'll start by pulling the wires off of the components, and then we will remove the 1/4 inch screws. On the high limit thermostat, there are 2 screws that hold it in place, and on the high limit cutout there's only 1 1/4 inch screw. And the thermostat is out. We'll set that aside. And the cutoff is the single screw at the bottom. Once that screw is loosened, we're going to rotate it out and then pull it straight out. This little hook is what holds it in on the opposite side. And we'll set that aside. Now that we have a new high limit kit, we're going to go ahead and install that. We're going to start with the high limit thermostat. Okay, so we're going to set our high limit thermostat in place, and we'll get the easiest screw, which is the bottom one, installed, and then rotate over and line up the hole for the second screw to go in. And then we will plug our wires in. Now the high limit cutoff, the little hook is going to go into the hole, and we'll line up our screw hole and get our screw started and finish it with the driver. and reconnect our wire harness. And that completes the repair. We can now reinstall the rear cover. Now let's go ahead and install the rear cover. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of lay it down a bit and get it over the bottom edge of the cabinet of the dryer, and then rotate it up into place and get our screw holes lined up. And we'll get a couple of screws started. Along the perimeter. That way when you torque down the first screw, it doesn't shift on you. And now we'll tighten down the center one, each top corner. And now we can just start screwing all of our screws in around the perimeter. And lastly, we'll do the electrical cover, which is going to interlock the panels in. And your cover panel is installed. That completes the repair. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.